Today we're going to be building a box, and we're going to use dowels as our joinery, and we know that end grain to end grain with just glue isn't going to be strong enough to keep this box together. So we're going to reinforce those joints with dowels, and we're going to use the Dowelmax to do that, and we're going to use their adapter plate. It's called the miter adapter, which attaches to the block instead of the regular front plate to get our dowels into the miters. So for when this comes together, you want good miters. You want to make sure that your miters, with whatever saw you're using, table saw, miter saw, whatever it is, that your miters are good. Because if your miters aren't good, your miter joints aren't going to look good. Now I cut mine on the table saw. I do have a miter saw, but that miter saw is not accurate. That thing's on its way out. So to make sure you have good miter joints, it's simple. Just disorient a square. And put a square on both sides. And if there's square there, then your joints are going to be good. So we know we're starting with good miters, so let's go to setup. Now this is the way I've always used this miter adapter in the past, just like this. Put the plate on, put it on your joint, you'd line it up. I take a clamp here like this, and I drill my holes. Now there's a new way. So Dowelmax has made it so that I can still use my back plate. So I'm going to put a back plate on, just like we would using a jig in a regular setup on regular boards. Now that we have a back plate back on the jig here, we're going to use a 3/4 inch spacer because my board's 3/4 of an inch, so I'm going to need room for the new piece that we're going to use. It's going to allow us to use this jig in this presentation to do these joints. So this is what they call their miter adapter. It's a little block of aluminum, which is machined for the jig. Now you can pick this up on their site. If you already have this plate, you don't have this yet, or if you don't have this adapter, I'll leave an affiliate link down below. You can click through that and you can get to the parts and pick up what you need. So now we slide the piece in. This is what it's going to look like. And this is going to allow us to put our jig on the workpiece and use a clamp and block from the jig to hold everything in place, which I think it makes it a little bit easier than trying to fuss with a clamp, get everything lined up. Making a box, just an easy, quick catch-all type box, you know, if you want to throw some screws in that or some glue pieces, whatever, to move around the shop. So I already put a groove in the bottom where I want the drill bottom to be. So then I know that this is the top and this is where I want my dowels to start. So we're going to use a check mark system just like we would in a regular configuration, doing regular type joints. And the jig itself, this adapter plate does have check mark on the inside face. And then we have our check marks on the outside of the block. So we know that this is the top. So we're going to put check marks on the top all the way around. And we're going to put check mark on the outside on all 4 pieces. And there we go. Okay. So now, the first thing I want to do is I want to set my drill bit depth. Now, if you're not careful, you could drill through the workpiece, and you could end up drilling right through your block, through your plate. We don't want to do that. So, let me do this so that everyone can see it. So this is how I like to set up the drill bit depth when I'm doing the miters like this. Loose collar on the drill bit, slide it through the jig, and get it to where I can see it's almost through the workpiece, but not quite. And then that's where I'm going to lock it down. So I get my best depth, but yet I'm not going to be penetrating into my jig, which is something that we don't want to do. So I'm going to lock it down right there. That's a little bit too much. Okay, and I'm going to spin it. I'm going to make sure it doesn't hit anywhere. That's a little too close for my liking. Go a little bit further in. Check that. Okay, that I like. So now I'm going to pull the drill bit out and then I'll lock this collar down. Good and tight. I don't want this to come loose while I'm drilling and go through my jig. Okay, so there we go. We got that set. Let's load it in the drill. Okay. All right. So we got our check mark. We got our check mark, check mark, check mark. Now, again, I'm going to reincorporate using the dowel pin for alignment. I'm going to slide it through, slide this over, get this where I want it, and I'm going to lock it down. Make sure it's good. Nice and tight. And we're going to drill number 1 hole and number 4 hole. I don't want to go down because I don't want to drill a hole through where my drawer bottom is going to be. So we're going to have the 2 holes for the dowels. It's going to make the joint good there. And then the drawer bottom is a piece of plywood, so it'll have glue too, so it'll give us the strength across the bottom. It should be good enough to keep this box together. All right, so let's drill the holes. And here's our 2 holes. So then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Okay, now our check mark's going to be on this side of the wood. So we'll slide it on there. Take our pin, slide it over. I'm going to lock this down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this out real quick, come to the camera to show you what we're looking at. So this is that new miter piece that allows us to use this back plate to lock this down rather than using a clamp. And here we are using the pin to give us our initial, so we know that they're all going to be the same, so everything should line up perfect. Okay. I'm going to drill our 2 holes, which is going to be in hole number 2 and hole number 4. And there is our 2 sets. So now we have the other 3 pieces to do, so we'll do them real quick. Now we're done drilling all the holes. We're going to want to get some dowels, and then we're going to want to set this up to glue up. Now these dowels measure out what I need, about a 1/2 inch in length, so it's about a 1/4 inch into each part of the miter. I don't have any 1/2 inch dowels. I don't know if they even make 1/2 inch dowels, so I have 1 inch dowels that I cut in half. So if that's what you need to do, whatever method you want to cut them down is up to you. Now we're going to glue this up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my numbered pieces, I'm going to put them in the order they are, and I'm going to butt them up next to each other. Make sure that all the drawer bottoms are on the bottom. And to put this together, we're going to use the pack and tape clamping method. So we're going to take some tape. First we're going to get them lined up, and I'll come back and put a little bit more for strength. Pull it tight. I'm going to do this to all the pieces. Pull it tight, tape it down. And the next one. Whoop. See that? Not paying attention. 3 becomes before 4. Don't mind the background noise, that's just the heat. I try to keep it off when I can, but it is cold outside, so shop gets cold real quick. I'm going to turn this over. Let me get some glue. Put some glue in our dowel holes. And I'm going to put some glue on the miters. Put a little glue in the grooves for the plywood bottom. Now we're going to come back with a brush. Let's see how this end grain really pulls the glue in quick. So I'm going to try to move a little faster. Alright, let's put our dowels. Last but not least, okay, get our bottom. And we're going to wrap it around. Line up our dowels. Push them in. Get some tape that glues together. Tape. Look at our corners, they look pretty good so far. I think we're going to get a couple clamps, and we'll pull the clamps on to pull these in on top, get those joints a little better. Pull this up where I want it. And we'll tighten the clamp. This should pull our box into square. Checked it real quick. Okay, we'll let that dry. Okay, so box is out of clamps, and these miters look fantastic. Again, you gotta make sure you cut good miters before you end up with good miters. But come in close, and we'll look at this real quick. So all corners are nice and tight. Everything looks good. Now we have the dowels here now to keep everything together. Everything looks good. to make a good catch-all box for the shop. We'll be using this, you know. We keep our dowels, things like that inside the box and not rolling around the bench. So a demonstration turned into a good project piece for the shop. So that's going to wrap up this video on using the Dowelmax to do miters, using the actual entire jig because of the miter adapter. So if you guys are interested in this jig and checking it out, whether you have it, if you want to add the miter plate, the miter adapter, I'll leave a link down below. It's an affiliate link. You click through that, you can purchase whatever you need. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. See you next time.